What is the Grinch's favorite type of mystery story? A. Who done it? Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Wednesday! And thank you for being here tonight. Sorry I missed you yesterday, but the snow was coming down really hard last night, and I knew that this morning was going to be rather unpleasant, and well, you know, Jelly makes most of my art. She didn't actually have to draw this one. This is a photograph of me. This is a photographic image of me this morning. I was clearing the driveway for about an hour. It was pretty awful. But I think that's the worst of it for a while. So we are here tonight. We have another Christmas game. Our many Christmas games for this December. Welcome to the Grinch on Game Boy Color. This is a first playthrough, blind playthrough. So we'll see how it goes. But welcome in. We have Dead Zergling first in chat tonight, followed by EpiPen. And quite a few lurkers. Welcome in all. I hope you are well, and thank you very much for being here. You can skip the gym today. I didn't though. I still got in my half an hour on the stationary bike. I mean, fortunately, I have a snowblower, but when the snow is higher than when the snow is taller than the snowblower, it's not very effective. So I did have to shovel a significant portion, particularly to the end of the driveway where the snowplow had already taken the snow from the road and piled it up into a massive fortress wall. I like seeing that this has a password system, so this is already promising. But let's press some buttons. All of the Who's loved Christmas. It's Christmas time in Whoville. Lights, crowds, music, and noise, noise, noise. All of the Who's loved Christmas. But not the Grinch, who lived just north of town. The Grinch hated Christmas and everything about it. You need a telescope on the snowblower? Or periscope? Yeah, we have the thing where the snow comes out on the top. It is like a submarine periscope, and you can aim where you throw it. I must stop this whole thing. I've been putting up with all of this fuss for years. Now I'm going to put a stop to it. Well, they're already recycling artwork, and they couldn't bother to make the story rhyme? Not even a little? But how? There's a sock on one of the legs of his telescope. Speaking of telescopes. And also the town down in the background looks like an eyeball. And I don't know how he's looking at the town when his telescope's facing away from it. Then the Grinch came up with a terrible plan to get rid of Christmas once and for all. I will put a stop to Christmas, he said with a Grinchy grin. Oh, and here we go. Oh no, it's a puzzle game? It's Pac-Man? This is not at all what I was expecting. I guess I see... I guess I see why, but... Oh no. That's not going to be the whole game, right? I mean, not like that's the end, but it's not just going to be Pac-Man levels repeating forever, is it? Well, it might be. Are there even any enemies on this one? Ah, you're an enemy! I thought that was a collectible. Okay, oh, I see. Alright, well, it's a little more interesting than I thought for a moment it was going to be. Rip the Deathless Run, by the way. Oop. Oh. There's a time limit. Got some tea tonight. I wanted to have coffee, but tea is easier to make. Unfortunately, the enemy character's design does not signify what their behavior will be like. We actually have to watch them to know that. I referred to them as the enemy characters, but I mean, technically, I'm the enemy character, right? Ooh, let's get that time. What? Oh. The other buttons do stuff. Look somewhere else. Oh, I have a weapon? Ah! Let's go. This is, there's some imprecision with my, to the inputs. It reads a bit laggy, and I don't know if that's because of the setup I'm using or not. So I play, we're actually playing on a GameCube with the Game Boy player, but I use a Nintendo 64 controller. I have an adapter that lets me plug this into my GameCube because it's got a better D-pad and button situation. But I fear I do somewhat sacrifice responsiveness with this setup. Not really a lot, but if the game itself is already a little laggy, then this doesn't help. I think I'm on my last life now. Hey, Derek Ocean, welcome in. Rip. Okay, we've got continues. Of an unspecified amount, probably. Well, I don't know what the timing is on that attack. Oh my goodness. No. Alright, I think that being spotted there is just an inevitability. The enemies met there, and it looked like they were having a chat with one another. Oh, I think it was supposed to look like that. Oh no. Oh, huh. I don't know what the purpose of the candy canes is. I was trying to attack. Our offensive capabilities are less than ideal. It might be a long night with this game, judging by how long this stage took me this early on. I may be in trouble. Oh no! So, the enemies kind of face each direction for a random amount of time. It's, you're very reliant on luck to not get spotted. There's not much that skill has to do with any of this. I think you'll struggle for an hour or two, then learn a core mechanic that anyone who read the manual would know and suddenly do amazing. That sounds like you've seen the stream before. Oh boy, this game, Derek says. I'm guessing that indicates you are already familiar with this one. I was curious whether that spider web would, I don't know, slow me down or hurt me or something. Looks like no. Rip. I think I got everything on that screen, though, so I should be alright. You should have one day a year that's spoilers allowed and just let everyone go nuts backseating and get it out of their system. Frowntown Appreciation Day. If you have an uncontrollable urge for backseating that you need to get out of your system, there are plenty of other streams for that. It would be fun. It would be funnier because it's you. The worst, see, the thing about that, because it isn't the absolute worst idea, I guess. Because the stream is all about making me incredibly miserable, and so why not have a night where I'm miserable for completely different reasons? But the thing is, I'd have to sacrifice a game every year. I'd have to know in advance it's a game that I'm that I'm going to care so little about that I'm okay having the experience destroyed for me in that way. And because I go into everything blind, I can't really know that in advance. You can do a game you forgot how to play, but that's not really the same. Christmas is about presents for these who's. So I'll just steal their presents, and that will be the end of Christmas. Oh, there's our password. Oh no! We've got character faces in the password? Excuse me. This is We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I'm guessing that's Cindy and the Grinch. I mean, I know that that's the Grinch. The other one I'm guessing is Cindy and the password. That means Evel Knievel will work. What's the backseating for Evel Knievel? Do better? Without making any compromises, you could just say that in the stream headliner for April Fool's Day, and then just have to put up with correcting everyone? Welcome in. Is that Ashlow Jones? I literally thought the greed thing was Christmas tree. I guess I do have the advantage of seeing it like on a big monitor. I can see how it reads like that. He does have a very triangular shaped head. Don't worry, we would figure it out, Zergling says. I've got the $1 million ideas here, EpiPen says. Oh. Oh, we have a different playable character. Now we're Max. And the enemies are Rottweilers? I'm not the best with dog breeds. Oh, we have a jump? I can't actually jump over anything, though. I mean, I could probably jump over one of the enemy dogs, but... Uh-oh. Okay, some of the enemies don't actually chase you. They just motivate the other enemies to chase you. The inputs to turn don't read very reliably. Oh, I have to duck on... Okay, yeah. I thought I was gonna have to, like, push that pot out of the way. Jar, like, it looks like... no... That was close. Did you ever play the Grinch PlayStation game? I have not. I have not. That one I don't have a copy of yet, but maybe one day. I do, I play a lot of movie license games. Hey, Uncle Muscles, welcome in. Good to have you with us. I'm a little bit more scared of movie license games when they're on a disc, just because I know that means that they're going to be filled with cutscenes that are just footage ripped from the movie, and I don't really want to have to sit through that. And I don't want to have to sit through cutting it out later if when I archive the stream. So that's I really prefer my movie-based games to be in a cartridge format. But we definitely have played tons of them on discs. You don't have to. It's pretty bad. No, you don't understand. I already said that I plan to play it someday. You don't have to sell it to me anymore. Oh. Hey, Chozo Brain, welcome in. I'm kind of dumpster diving is kind of a big part of my gaming experience. When I hear something's bad, that makes me more excited for it. Alright, I don't think the dogs communicate with each other. Yeah, so that's a safe move. I'm not sure if there's a way to know without... Okay, they block each other's view as well. So yeah, I'm learning all kinds of things. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought he was going to turn away. That was going to make that more annoying for me. Rip. Saying something is pretty bad is music to Frownie's ears, Derek says. Let's hope 50 Cent never develops a beef with the Grinch, EpiPen says. I don't get it. Run for it. Uh-oh. Yeah, go down there. Reset the room. Alright, we've got it. Movie tie-in Game Boy games. We're in for pain, Chozo says. Not always. There's a couple that are alright. I'm not crazy about this one. It's not the worst idea. Like, when I saw it was Pac-Man on the first level, my initial reaction was pretty negative, but I actually like the concept of it. I don't like the way it controls, though. It's not good. The turning is very unresponsive, for one. And that's not good. You don't want to play Pac-Man where you can't turn swiftly. That's a very important ability to have it in high stress situations, and having it not function properly is not a recipe for a good time. But The Road to El Dorado on Game Boy Color, that game is actually really good. So there is at least one movie licensed Game Boy game that I can think of that I really enjoyed. The only exception proves the rule, Epi says. Oh. Oh, that left-hand situation over there is going to be really annoying to deal with. Okay, they do just forget you exist after a while. Oh, I can't even jump over that water puddle? This is the worst jump in any video game. I can't even go anywhere up that path. Oh, this is really... I need some more time. Alright, from the top. Alright, we can jump over the enemies. And in fact, doing so is forced on this stage. Time is going to be a major issue for me here. I can't tell if the music's slowing down on purpose or if slowdown is causing it. I'm not sure. I find this music to be a lot less painful than that other game we're playing, Santa Claus Jr. I'm not actively enthusiastic about this music, but it's less bad. This is rough. It's really hard to make these turns. Alright, I think I've got to prioritize that room. Overwatch 2 had an update to the controls on console. They added an aim assist. They added new aim assist features, but they messed up everyone's controls. And it's taken the average person like 20 plus minutes to get everything back to normal. Took me about an hour, Chozo says. That's annoying. The Overwatch 2 Reddit was very mad. Yeah, I don't, I'm not enthusiastic about the idea of having any of my games changed after the fact. I know that updates can theoretically make them better, but... I just like to have what I already know. Hey, Kusarigama, welcome in. I don't have enough time to clear this level. They set the time limit too low. Too low for me, at least. No, can I not? There's not a path there. I misread the board. If Frownie gets the Switch 2, I'll convince him to try it out. It's on the Switch 1, but I don't think you would have the space for it. It's over 100 gigabytes, I think. Yeah, I don't think I have anywhere near that much room on my Switch. This level must be, oh my goodness. There's so many rooms. The rest of that sentence was going to be, this level must be agonizingly long, because I looked at how much time it gave me. And I know that it's always going to give me just the bare minimum amount of time to clear a level now. The previous level taught me that. Oh, I'm safe here. That's good. Even if I've been spotted, you're safe if you're under the furniture. That's good to know. Your damage. Hey VHS, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Your damage doesn't replenish between levels either. So it's actually, whenever I get to a new level, it's actually in my best interest to just fail it immediately. I should remember to do that from now on, so that you can start each level with a clean slate. Oh, nice. Hey, Ruffy and Gruff, is this the best Grinch game? This is the only one I've played. So far, by default, yes. But it's also the worst. Oh, that's not the end. I forgot. There's a whole other section of the board. Okay, it's just one last screen, fortunately. Uh-oh, I'm gonna be spotted. No! Hit the wrong button. That's unfortunate. Hey, Shadowplay, welcome in. This looks trash. It's not good. It's not the worst. It's not the worst idea for a game it could have been. It's just that the turning is really unresponsive. And I don't know if playing on an actual Game Boy would help with that, but I doubt it. Cows, welcome in. Great to have you here, my friend. Hope you are well. A time limit could be more generous too, but that'd be less of an issue if I was a better player, so... I shouldn't complain about that too much. When you know you want to go up through one of these low spots, you have to duck before you can face it, which is annoying. Like, I would like to get here, turn my character up, and then duck, but you can't turn up unless you're already ducking. So I couldn't turn out the door there. That's a different issue, but still an issue. It doesn't read changes in direction very well, and it reads them even more poorly when you're moving at high speed. So the danger of being chased is just magnified. That room went really well. I shouldn't have run in here immediately. I should have tried to get the collectibles out there on that board first. No! What? Why? Oh. Let's go. That was a rough level. Okay, if we clear this one, I believe we should get a password. This house is gigantic. What? You pretend like you didn't see me? I don't remember the Who's having so many dogs, Cal says. They're everywhere. No! It jumped right onto the enemy. I got that board clear though, so... I mean, that part of it. I still have to do the edges. No, he stopped chasing me. That's a shame. So, you can't crawl under the tables that are too narrow. Like, this one here is too... Like, this one is obviously too narrow. But this one here, it's, like, not clear that that one is. But it is. Let's go. Let's have that password, please. Good boy, Max. Shall we show them the way down? I'm not sure how much detail I need to include in this face, because I don't know if there will be other rival faces that look similar or not. Alright, back to the Grinch. I think the game is probably better when you're playing as Max. I think I like the jump ability better than the supposed attack ability. I thought that guy was part of the building. I love the Grinch's little hairdo floop in this sprite work, Cal says. It looks like the end of a carrot. He's an overgrown vegetable. It's a bad path to try to escape through. Yeah, you could say he's rad-ish. That little section of the map is really annoying. Yeah, I think this is largely inspired by the Jim Carrey version. I mean, as much as it is by anything. It's not like it has, like, enough specific details, But yeah, I think it is. Crawl faster. Oh, that was rough. What am I supposed to do about this guy? Oh, he moves. I really didn't trust that that attack was going to be effective at all. Oh, time. Nice. What is going on up there? I just want to hang out and watch that situation for a while, but we're on a timer. No. Ah! Wasn't sure if sometimes the enemies can see through each other and sometimes they can't. Are you not a fan of the Jim Carrey version of the Grinch? I like it, but it's nothing great. It's decent. Fair enough. That's not the end? Oh, I think there's like one more on the screen above. There was exactly one more on the screen above. I really thought I wasn't going to be able to get that. Let's go. It's been a really long time since I've actually watched the original. I have it on a DVD though, so we'll have to pull it off the shelf at some point this holiday season. It's been years for me too, Cow says. Oh no. Well, what am I even supposed to do? Oh, this is to force me to fight this character? I can make snowballs? Well, that's an annoying screen. That makes life a lot easier. They're showing the Jim Carrey movie in theaters for the 25th anniversary, Derek says. I actually thought that movie was older than that. That should be the best one because of all the abuse Jim had to deal with being in that costume. about how to escape later. So, I imagine I can't make snowballs when I'm inside, which makes sense. This level is gargantuan. How does anyone clear this level in this time limit? It's absurd. There's two buildings over here? These time limits are criminal. Just badged Need for Speed Underground. Game 17. Let's go, Chozo says. Well done. No, I'll be 90 by the time I get to where Sark is now. He definitely, Sark definitely sets a very high bar to try and measure up to. Buffalo, good to see you. Welcome to the Grinch. Hope you are well. I've seen the Jim Carrey version of the Grinch a lot. My parents were big into watching movies, and when we would go down for Thanksgiving, pretty much have the TV on in the back. They'd pretty much have the TV on in the background with a Christmas movie 24/7. And that was one of the many that was always in constant rotation, so I'd usually see it once a year. Kind of in a half-watched sort of state, but I mean, once you've seen it once, that's really all you need for a refresher. We did go and see my dad this year for Thanksgiving, but the typical Christmas movie marathon wasn't running because we don't tend to have the TV on with Baby Man in the room, and so it was far less time. For background movies this time around. Hope you and yours are doing well. Picked a bad time to look away. Welcome in, Tommy. Thank you for joining us. We had a big snowfall last night. Had to get up real early this morning and clear the driveway, and it took about an hour. It was pretty brutal. But hopefully that's gonna be it for a while. We've got more snow forecast for Thursday, I think. Thursday or Friday, but I don't think it's supposed to be another huge amount. I don't think I've seen the whole movie of the Jim Carrey Grinch. I've seen the old animated one, though. Buffalo says. I didn't mind The Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers, Tommy says. I'm pretty sure Jelly and I watched that movie once. I remember very little about it. And what all of it I do remember. Of what I do remember of it, I don't think I can say anything good. I think I've seen it one time also, like actually watching, Derek says. They added Wario World tonight to the Switch Online on the GameCube. Oh, nice. I definitely plan to play that one. I haven't played a Wario game for a while. Pizza Tower was kind of the last Wario game that we played. I'm up to either Wario World or Wario Land 4 next, though. I kind of go back and forth a little bit on which one I want to play next. Tommy says AMC had a pretty good John Candy marathon on yesterday. I've seen a fair amount of John Candy's films, but for most of them, I haven't seen them since I was a kid, so I would need to revisit. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is probably the one that I know best currently. The movie's got some funny moments where it feels like Mike Myers is going rogue, Buffalo says. I'm jealous of the snow, Cow says. Not jealous of the shoveling, though. It was 85 today? Madness? Ugh. That's a disgusting temperature for any time of year for me. But 85 in the winter is just gross. Fortunately, I didn't have to shovel the whole drive. Unfortunately, I did have to shovel a lot of it. We have a snowblower, but in a lot of the drive, the snow is too deep, where it actually stood taller than the snowblower, so the machine wasn't very much use. Cat in the Hat movie made sure no more live-action Dr. Seuss could ever be made. I've heard that. It's just weird, Derek says. Just bought the Virtual Boy encasing for the Switch Virtual Console yesterday, Tommy says. Oh my. I hope that treats you well. Oh, I didn't know that enemy could damage us. Alright, hang on, I'm gonna go ahead and take damage, then restart the level. I didn't know that enemy could actually cause damage. I thought that one was just for triggering the others. Lesson learned. I wish I had a run button. It'll be 100 degrees in Australia tomorrow. Come down if you want to avoid the snow. I mean, I'm kind of always sad if the temperature is above freezing. But, like, I'm always at least a little sad. But, like, really anything above, like, 50 is just intolerable. $100, forget about it. I compared this to Pac-Man originally, but it's kind of like The Adventures of Lolo. Especially since it's really janky and feels like the rules of the world are inconsistent. And they're making a Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. Comes out this weekend. Never saw any of those movies. Garbage Day. I couldn't stand up fast enough to throw a snowball. I've seen that clip, of course. I feel like I've seen someone else play this before, but not sure who Shadow Play says. I wonder if they had a better or worse time than I'm having. I'm not having the worst time I could be having with this game. I could imagine this game being worse. Unbelievably. I'm gonna fail this whole level right here at the end because I can't stand up fast enough to throw a projectile at this enemy. I hear the PlayStation 1 game is bad. Yeah, someone said that just earlier tonight. But I don't know, I haven't done that one yet. We'll have to wait and see. I don't own that one yet, so it's not gonna happen soon, but... If there exists a bad movie license game, then... it's gotta be somewhere on my to-do list. Virtual Boy rising from the dead 30 years later to finish blinding those who were lucky enough to walk away with their vision somewhat intact. I don't like that Nintendo kind of halfway took my advice. I've been saying for years that we did not need a Switch 2, but we needed a Virtual Boy 2. And then they go and make this add-on for the Switch 2, and it's like they're mocking me. You were behind this. Hey, it's all there in the stream archive. I've been on record for years talking about how the successor to the Switch should have been a dedicated VR machine called the Virtual Boy 2. I had the Virtual Boy. We had one when it was for the 1 week it was relevant. I played a lot of Mario Tennis, and I mean that one everyone had a Virtual Boy did because that was like the pack-in game. But I played Mario Tennis. I played Galactic Pinball. Galactic Pinball is probably the game I spent the most time with. Why? Why did he have to walk forward at that moment? We had Red Alarm, and we had Mario Clash. And, you know, Mario Tennis was fine. Mario Clash was a little better. Galactic Pinball is probably the best. And Red Alarm was intolerable. No, 1 week, you mean 1 day. Tellero Boxer is fun. That game I own, but I've never played. I bought a copy of it after the fact, so I've never actually... I haven't fired up the Virtual Boy since I bought that one. I don't even know for sure whether my Virtual Boy still works. I mean, it worked last time I used it, but it's been a while. It's hard to find the motivation to drag it out and set it up. I wouldn't be surprised if parts of it have gone bad. Waterworld fetches a pretty penny. So I have the boxing game, and I have the Wario game. And I've also never played that one. I think that's it. I think I've got those. I think those 6 games are my whole library. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be it. I hope you can play the games without the lovely add-on. I imagine you would be able to. But I don't know. I don't know. You might have to have the. You might at least have to have the cardboard add-on to make them work. I was not trying to go that way. I wonder what the second or third wave of games would have been like had the console lived on. They would have been red. I think we can say that with absolute certainty. I'm a fool. I've been doing this part wrong. Can you imagine how much trouble I would be in right now if I hadn't figured out that you can make snowballs? Get a fresh start. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the person to ask because I don't ever keep up with anything modern. I will reverse what I said before, though. I think that probably you will have to have at least the cardboard device in order to play them. But I'm speculating from a completely uninformed position, so you know, I'm the worst person on the planet to come to for information about any game that came out after like 1999. Oh. Doing all these same parts of this level over and over and over again is very tiresome. No. No. Oh, this is intolerable. I would be playing this level for the rest of my life. It's just too much. I can't play for as long as I'm required to clear this level without getting robbed by my janky inputs. What? That's not right. That's not right. That character should not have been able to see me. They've already established that if you're standing... Oh, that's not right. If you're not standing on the exact same plane as the character, they're not supposed to be able to see you. They have already established that. And yet that one somehow did. It's so obnoxious. Hey, Kiss Army, good to see you. Yeah, I think it's, I mean, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't have anything specific to it. So, like, it could be based on any version of the Grinch, but I think it's supposed to be connected to the Jim Carrey version. I mean, I need to restart this. I've had too much of the level to do. I'm not gonna be able to clear it without a fresh start. How is it so far? Pretty miserable. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it so far. These characters dropping candy canes really worries me because I don't know what the candy canes mean. And I think that I'm going to get to the end of the game and there's going to be a secret candy cane counter. And it's going to tell me I don't get the true ending unless I find them all. And then I'm going to have to play the whole thing again. That might put me in a bad spot. Get past that guy to escape. It's fine. This song would drive you mad, because Army says. Actually, compared to some Game Boy Color games, the music in this is a lot more tolerable. I mean, I'm not gonna put this soundtrack on in the background when I'm just hanging out, but it's considerably less ear-splitting than some of the stuff we've played recently. Hard to drive Frownie mad, he's already there. It's my native country. Ooh, I got lucky there. Oh, we're so close. I've got two screens to clear. I got this and the next screen, and I'm 100% gonna fail right here at the very end, right? Oh my goodness, I was on that level for 1,000 years. That was awful. I didn't even get a password, so now when the game crashes, I'm gonna have to do it all over again. Madonian. Oh no, the room is open on the other side. I didn't notice that. What? I'm not entirely sure where I went wrong there. What is this? Yeah, you got one snowball. My time is running very short. It's a lot of slowdown in that room. Oh, I got real lucky there. No, there's 2 more buildings? How? How are you supposed to do this? That was the end? I didn't even go in one of the buildings. I'll take it. I guess the other one just barely had a time in it. That's a piece of the game we're never going to see. What a shame. Okay, so it looks like collecting the time tokens is optional. It's really, really concerning how generous they are being right now with the time tokens. I got lucky there. It really wanted to rob me. Fall Taco, welcome in. Welcome to the Grinch. What? Think I've been here before. Good to have you back. Oh, you ordered the Virtual Boy for the Switch too. I hope it proves to be worth it. Yeah, Shootswolf comes this direction sometimes. Oh, he doesn't always go to the left. I thought I was being a little overcautious collecting my snowballs before, because I thought that guy always walked to the left, but that's not necessarily true. This game seems very interesting. I had no idea there was a retro Grinch game. Yeah, this is on the Game Boy Color, and there's one on the PlayStation 1 as well, but I don't have that game yet. This game is alright in concept, but in execution, it's not a lot of fun to play. The controls are pretty bad, and so it's real easy to die and it not be your fault, and that's real frustrating. Yeah, they say the PlayStation 1 game's pretty bad, too. So I'll definitely have to give it a try someday. Hope that was all there was to do over there. Oh no, I wasted my last snowball. Walk all the way around the universe to get back over there. What? I feel like I got lucky there. Let's reset that room. What would you say is your favorite retro game? Super Ghouls and Ghosts on the Super Nintendo. It's not just my favorite retro game, it's my favorite game. All of my favorite games are retro games. Retro games is what I do. I'm very much disinterested in anything remotely modern. Yeah, it's a really tough game. And I'm not, like, especially talented at video games or anything. I'm just real good at it because I grew up with it. And, you know, because I like it a lot, I put a lot of time into it. It's a tough one. It's difficult, but it's got really great platforming. The double jump is a beautiful thing. You aren't afraid to grind a game out, Frownie? Certainly not. If anyone ever doubts my willingness to grind a game to the end, I would encourage them to look into my 250-hour Jump King playthrough. I think that will sufficiently remove any counter arguments. Do the whole stage again. Oh. I only made it halfway through level 2, and that's the furthest I've gone. I mean, there are a lot of people that can't make it through level 1, so it's it takes a lot of patience and a lot of effort and a lot of time. But it's very rewarding. The platforming in that game is a lot of fun. There's a very satisfying balance to the way the double jump works in that, since you have a fixed jump arc. but you have a double jump. There's an interesting sort of mix of restriction and freedom to your character's movement. That it's very satisfying to work out that balance. Rich So Cash, welcome in, Rich. Hope you are well. The tortoise versus the hare, Uncle Muscle says. It's a PlayStation 4 game, but I'd like to see a La Mulana blind playthrough. That's been recommended to me before, too. I actually don't know much about that game, and I mean, I'm not going to look into it because I believe it's probably better if I don't. But I think that there's a version of that game on the Wii I could possibly play. Oh, rip, I gotta restart the level now. The music for level 1 in that game is so good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of its music. I like the Stage 5 music a lot. Some of my favorite retro games have to be the old Castlevanias. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like Castlevania 1 a lot in particular. And I'm a super fan of Castlevania 64. That game is a masterpiece that most of the world seems to be, for some reason, blind to. I don't know what these two are up to. Alright, I'm just gonna go straight ahead to the higher levels and see about working out what to do from the top down. One and 4 are amazing, 2 is interesting, 3 is a nightmare difficulty-wise. Yeah, 3 is pretty tough. I've beaten it once, but I'd like to go back and play as all the characters and see all the content. So there's definitely stuff I haven't done in that game I'd like to. This room is terrible. Everything's too stacked against me. Castlevania 1 I really love. I've spent a lot of time with that one. We've done a few challenge runs through that. Castlevania 3 I need to spend more time with. Castlevania 2 I've done once on the stream, and that's plenty. Castlevania 2 is not as bad as its reputation, but it's also not as good as the people who want to correct its reputation think it is. Its quality is somewhere in between. And Castlevania 4 I don't really like that much. I don't think it's bad, but it's not... It's not enough like the NES Castlevanias for my liking. I like, on the Super Nintendo, I like Dracula X a lot more. Earthbound and Mother 3 are high on my retro games list. Yeah, I haven't played either of those. I would be curious to play Earthbound at some point, but I don't do a lot of RPGs, so... How about Castlevania Adventure for the Game Boy? I used to speedrun that game, Uncle Muscles. I was thoroughly mediocre. Very, very middle of the leaderboard material. It says La Mulana is a WiiWare game. Yeah, so I might be able to play the WiiWare version of that. I don't know when. I don't know when I'll ever get to it. It was first recommended to me a couple years ago, and I haven't made progress on it, but it's on my radar. I haven't passed stage 3, but it's your kind of game. The Adventure? Oh yeah, yeah. So, what happened with Castlevania the Adventure? I'm not a speedrunner either. Like, it's not an activity that generally interests me. Doing speedruns, but the first time I ever played the game, the world record holder for every category of that game was in my chat, and then we kind of became friends, and he sort of peer pressured me into learning the speedrun. The correct solution to that room was obvious, and I missed it for forever. Just go down the middle. No. Oh yeah, I like Zelda 2 a lot. I don't think Zelda 2 is a better game than Zelda 1, but I think I like it more. Zelda 1 I have a hard time with because the dungeons in Zelda 1 are really combat heavy, and I'm not particularly great at Zelda 1 combat. And I have kind of mixed feelings about the way that secrets work in that game. There's a lot of that game where it feels like you have to bomb every wall and burn every tree, and on the one hand, like, I kind of like the idea that secrets could be anywhere. But on the other hand, I don't like the tedium of finding them. I don't really know what the solution is, because, like, the big cracks on the wall in A Link to the Past are way too obvious. I actually kind of like the idea of being able to test for secrets with sound. Like when you hit a wall with your sword and it makes a different sound if it's got a secret. I think that's a pretty good idea. Because then secrets could be anywhere, but they're not spoiled with a big obvious signpost like a crack in the wall. You still have to search for them, but it's your searching tool. If your sword is your searching tool, it's an infinite resource, so it's not as annoying to grind exploration. The only thing that I don't like about that is I'm not always great at distinguishing between sound cues. But that's you know, that's a skill issue, I guess. Sorry if there's chat messages that I'm skipping over. It's not intentional. It's just I don't really like to pause too much, and this game makes it hard to read without doing that. I don't really care for Zelda 1 too much, but 2 I've beaten so many times. Yeah, I like I haven't revisited either. I've only beaten each of them once, I think. Favorite Zelda game is A Link Between Worlds on the 3DS. I played most of that game. I actually didn't finish it, but I thought it was pretty good. I don't know why I didn't finish it. I guess I just got busy with something else. I thought it was pretty fun. My favorite, like, top-down 2D Zelda game is probably A Link to the Past. I really like Link's Awakening as well. but it has some... I think that Link's Awakening would have been the best 2D Zelda. Oh, cool. I hadn't even been keeping track. I didn't know I was about to finish the level. That's great. I think I would think A Link to the Past is Link's Awakening. If Link's Awakening had been made for the Super Nintendo, it would probably be my favorite Zelda. I don't know. They're both so good. But Link's Awakening is a little more annoying to play because you have to spend 90% of the time in the menu. But that would be my favorite of like the 2D ones. And then almost certainly Majora's Mask for the 3D ones. No, the enemies got back up way too quickly. Thank you for the GG. Those are really big snowballs? The ones that I'm throwing? I do believe in the Jim Carrey version of the Grinch, they establish as a point of the plot that he's like super strong, right? So oversized snowballs would make sense. Imagine getting smacked with a snowball the size of a soccer ball. It's like somewhere between Frosty the Snowman meets Decap Attack. Played Link's Awakening on the Switch. That version of the game is really good. Oh, yeah. The Switch... I forgot the Switch version exists. It has a lot of quality of life improvements. I don't like the sort of like plasticky toys to life sort of art style nearly as much as the, the old 8-bit art style. But definitely I like... having more buttons on the controller a lot. Alright, well that's impossible unless I make more snowballs, so I'll just leave that for now. I don't know if I'm going to have to go back outside over and over again, or if they're going to give us some snow in the building. Like if it's open at the roof. They're not going to give us any snow in the building. I would like a game based on the movie that is close to it of the Jim Carrey one. I was expecting this would be, I was expecting a platformer, but I always expect a platformer when I play a game and I don't know what it is. Like, my default assumption, when I think of video games, I think of platformers. Oh, this is rough. This is impossible. No one can do this in one life. They don't give you enough time. Couldn't get your time off request for Christmas Eve because too many other people did it? Sorry about that, Derek. I find it funny how the lose condition of this game is the Grinch becoming happy and getting into the Christmas spirit. I guess I hadn't really noticed, but it does show his heart growing when you fail. I didn't really think about what was happening. Close at 3 p.m. anyway, so if I do work a super short day, a few hours. Oh my goodness. Don't come this way, please. Alright, you know what, that's fine. I almost didn't see that enemy there. Oh, that's it. Nice. Thought there was another room. I was gonna say, please don't tell me I need a snowball in the next room. As soon as I clock in, I'll say, let's start closing. Hello? Anyone here? Hello. By musical sting. Arg, Cindy screams. Arg, the Grinch screams. Arg, Cindy screams louder. The Grinch drops to the floor. You're the, oh my goodness, the Grinch. What? That was the whole cutscene? Are they pirates? Alright, are we going back to playing as Max? What? Oh no. Oh no. No. The game is bumper cars, where bumping is not allowed. This is going to be really rough. Are you going to buy the Virtual Boy for the Switch too, so you can play it in all its glory? I don't know. I'd like to have it. It's an expensive novelty. I don't even have a Switch 2 currently, so I'm probably going to miss out on it. Hey, Salad, welcome in. Good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing all right. Are you ever going to return back to Splatoon 3? I wouldn't hold my breath for that. I just kind of wanted to check that one out. I never really intended to do a full playthrough of that game. And I think I've pretty much got out of it what we're going to get out of it. There's been so many updates since you last played. I don't doubt it that there's a lot of stuff to do, but I like Splatoon, but in the most vague and casual way possible. We were such a great team. I think when it comes to me, we're all gonna have to wait for Splatoon 4, probably. Sparrow, welcome in. Always a pleasure, my friend. Hope you're well. Vague and casual works for me too. I think it's pretty fun. There's just a lot of other things I want to do. I only have about 12 hours for playing games a week. So, yeah, I don't really think I'm I really don't think I'm likely to pick it up again. The Virtual Boy's going to be on the Switch 1 too. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't. You know, $100 is a whole lot of money for something that I'm realistically not going to play very much. I think the Switch 2 sales are dropping because they've already reduced the price. Even before Black Friday and Christmas. I will buy a Switch 2 at some point. I'm certain. But I've just got to wait for there to be a game that I really want to play on it. Like, I think that Donkey Kong game looks kind of fun. I'm sure I would have a good time with it, but it also doesn't look like something I need right away. It's the kind of thing that I'll play it when I get a Switch 2, but I don't need to get a Switch 2 just to play it. Splatoon 4. Probably what I'll hold out for is Mario Maker 3. If they announce Mario Maker 3, I'll go buy the Switch 2 that same hour. Some of the games are pretty good, I hear Derek says. I don't know. I think that the Wario Land game on the Virtual Boy is supposed to be pretty good. Did you get any snow there? I got a ton of snow, Kiss Army. I canceled last night's stream because because there was a big snowstorm last night, and I knew I was gonna have to get up this early this morning to shovel the driveway. And I was right. I was out there clearing the driveway for like an hour. It's a rough way to start your morning. I don't know how to get any better at this. It'll be, oh yeah, they put salt on the roads. That's mandatory. Oh no, this board is huge. So, like, not only is it still the same awful gameplay, but it's all the same awful gameplay. It's still a stealth mission. Even in the car mode, it's still a stealth mission, because if you get spotted, you're basically dead, because they get a speed boost and chase you down. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, what a bad game. Tried to get Liam the Donkey Kong game for his Switch. He failed to tell me he bought it for himself with some birthday money. Guess I'll take my copy back, and he can and he can get nothing now. Brutal. Oh. You like the music during the car part at least? I've just been focused on how bad the gameplay is. I haven't paid attention to any of the silver linings yet. I didn't even know it was open over there. This map is huge. Hey, we cleared a board. Thank you for the GG. One of my favorite platformers of all time is Donkey Kong Country Returns. I haven't played that one yet. I've only played 1 and 2 for DKC. But I like Donkey Kong Country 1. I like that game a lot. That's way, way up there for me. Donkey Kong Country 2, I think, is objectively the better game, but I don't like it as much personally. Now, we can't pick up snowballs when we're in the car, so our ammo situation's very limited when we're we're free roaming, we can pick up snowballs at pretty much anytime we're outside. But with the car, we're at the mercy of, we have to pick up these rocks. So we're limited on like when, where, and how much ammo we can get. Basically, we're limited in every way. So figuring out how to not waste the ammo is going to be a big part of this. Rotten eggs. That could be it. Frownie, we need to up your jank to the next level and get you one of the original Apple Mac variants with the black and white screen. The games on there are next level jank. Oh my goodness. Do I really? I mean, are you watching what I'm playing right now, Sparrow? Do I really need things to get worse? Hey, Duck something. Good to see you. Oh. The way the enemy's vision works in this is maximum level bogus. Like, I can't even begin to work out what determines whether they see you or not. This is like the game operates on a rule of whatever would be most inconvenient at the time. Awesome. Awesome. I wasted 2 eggs and then still took damage anyway. I didn't know that course was open down. Nope. Yucky. Very yucky. Next Christmas game is the Die Hard trilogy. I thought it was, someone suggested I play Die Hard on the NES. I don't know if I'm probably not gonna get to that one this year, but it wasn't a bad suggestion. Maze games aren't that popular anymore. This game, I wouldn't despise this game if it controlled well, but unfortunately, the turning in this game is not very responsive or accurate, and it makes it very frustrating to play. Yeah, a lot of people have been telling me the PlayStation 1 is pretty bad. I think I'll probably play it someday, so I'm gonna not look into it. I don't particularly care to learn about games that I think I might play at some point. Uh, on the regular walking stages, your attack button is the B button, but on the driving stages, they made B the accelerator, and A is the attack button. So they swapped the controls, and they did it for no reason, right? Because isn't A usually the accelerator in driving games? They got Mario Kart, it's A to go forward, right? So they switched the controls just so they could have the driving controls be wrong compared to what's standard. It's a it's a kaleidoscope of failure. Wait a moment. Am I gonna have to go and drive around inside of buildings too? Did I understand that correctly? Yep. Oh my goodness, look at all these eggs. No, I'm wasting them. Oh, well, this is gonna be something else. The AI is really good at cutting you off. No. It's so frustrating. You pretty much need to be at top speed all the time, because if you get spotted, you can't... There's not really a good opportunity to gain enough speed to escape once you've been spotted. But that driving around at top speed all the time comes with its own set of problems. I don't know where else I need to go now. I feel like I've cleared the whole map. Where are there... Oh. I hadn't cleared the whole map. Two more driving stages. Just two more. I was thinking, like, thank goodness I don't have to worry about, like, running out of gas or something. But then it occurs to me that I'm on a time limit. So, I mean, basically that's just as bad as having a gas limit would be. Actually worse, because I can't... I could potentially manipulate how much gas I used. I can't manipulate how fast time flows. It's a shame. I felt like I was doing real good. I threw it the wrong way. Why is it so easy to do that? Let's go. Oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing myself before I heard that comment. Imagine if you had to find cans of gas or gasoline around. That would be wild. Oh, it would be so miserable. This is actually probably not as bad as it seems. I think there's a lot of user error making this worse than it is. I think this part is actually probably not that bad. That didn't look like it was an actual barrier, and it is. Oh my goodness. Oh no! That was open. Hey, Bright Bad. Good to see you. I don't know what I was expecting for a Grinch game for the Game Boy Color, but it wasn't this. Yeah, this game's pretty not great. The thing about it is that I'm actually warming up to this driving section a lot, but the controls are really unreliable. And like that's the most frustrating part, because you just have to take my word for it that it's not, that I'm not the reason everything's bad. Hey, Mock, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. What's the story here? I don't know. We played the game long enough. We got to a driving. Well, we got to a driving segment. Story. What's that? Oh, that's convenient. Yeah, the turning in this is really horrible. It doesn't, it's not very responsive. So you spend a lot of time just moving directly past pathways that you intended to turn down. And that is, as you can imagine, is really, really annoying. It's really annoying to lose a life because you were trying to turn and your character just didn't care. It's also really annoying to lose a life because your projectile goes through the enemy. Well, that's fine. I don't want to be told anything that's in the manual. This is a blind stream, right? No, don't feed me any information I might not have. It's good it's not there. I don't want it. Right on. Just don't want to. I don't want to open any floodgates, you know. One person starts talking about the manual, then someone who doesn't know what's up chimes in, and then I have a whole avalanche of information I never wanted to read. There's a part in the movie that this is based on, though, right? There's a part in the movie where he rides around in a tiny car, so you know that's the real reason for anything. It's just if it happened in the movie, right? Although that doesn't really work because nothing else did. That assumption would lead one to envision this as a very strange film indeed. You know what the real strategy for this is? It's just position yourself so that you can frequently exit and re-enter the board. Because if you do that, it resets the enemies. And that's a very powerful move. I'm only really familiar with the cartoon one. I saw the live action one with Jim Carrey, but don't remember much. Yeah, so that's the one. The Jim Carrey version is what this is mostly built around. And I'm pretty familiar with that version. The classic cartoon I haven't seen for ages. I did buy a copy of it on DVD earlier this year, so I've got it on my shelf. So we'll have to pull it down and give it a watch at some point. Oh, quick! We should be getting another password. Grinch's car comes over a hill and gets airborne. Oh, I don't. By the way, there are story segments every now and then. I don't recall the story mentioning anything about a car before one appeared in the level. But now that it's been in the level, it's in the story after the fact. Yeah, I Grinched ya. Of course, how could I forget about his classic catchphrase? Yeah, I Grinched ya. My favorite part of the Jim Carrey movie is when the Grinch said, "It's Grinchin' time." Sometimes cars just show up. I actually like that they used this song for the password screen. Alright, now we have to play as the dog again. So I don't think we're going to finish this game tonight. So I do plan to stream tomorrow night. And we will pick this one right back up. I got about a half an hour yet, so if this is the final world, then, you know, we'll see. But I can't imagine the game's gonna end on a dog world. I mean, I guess we'll play till the next password. Well, I don't know. I don't want to redo stages, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll play this at the start of the stream tomorrow night, and if we finish it, maybe we'll just start another Christmas game too. I kinda had all the Dragon's Lair I can take for a little while after last week. But we're definitely still gonna try to finish Dragon's Lair too. I just, if I don't get to it for a little while, I'll consider that a blessing. I thought I could squeeze through there. Alas. Okay, the dog cannot create snowballs. That doesn't surprise me, but I did check just now. Okay, and the enemies can't cross the ice. Ice is a new mechanic. No! How on earth? How on earth did pressing up on the D-pad result in my character running all the way around that building instead of through the door? I don't understand. Game of the year right here. Yeah, I kind of missed the driving stages. I complained about them so much, but I think I'm gonna leave this, considering them my favorite part. When you slide across a patch of ice, it's not it's not super consistent whether you come off the ice at the end or not. Like, see, I'm still on the ice and would here be safe from an enemy, but not every patch of ice does that. I don't know if I'm safe here or not. I wasn't. Alright, maybe I'm more wrong than I thought. It's certainly a game of all time. It's one of them. Not looking forward to a whole world built around an ice mechanic. I thought I was safe. I didn't know he could come out of that area. All right. Oh wow, it really is like we are very much in puzzle mode now. Oh no. This does not operate under clear rules. There's no stopping. Oh no, this is gonna be really, really bad. Go to the other side. Oh my goodness. I got kind of lucky there. No. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to redo the first stage tomorrow night. But I mean, there's no way I'm gonna clear 4 stages in the next 13 or so minutes. So I think we're gonna call it a night here, my friends. Oh, thank you for being here. We've got a password. We will pick this one up again tomorrow night at the start of the stream. If I finish it early enough, we might go ahead and start the next thing. Another Christmas game. But yeah, we're gonna leave off here. This game's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. This game could be alright. It's just too janky. I think that the sort of like Adventures of Lolo kind of top down puzzle is like a fun it's a fun enough game style, and yeah, I guess for the Grinch, like the point is that he goes around like stealing a bunch of Christmas presents, so like it makes sense as the type of game it would be. But it just controls so annoyingly poorly. But we will endeavor to finish it nonetheless. Thanks, Frownie. Thank you, Brybad. Good to see you. Thank you, Cows, Uncle Muscles, Shadow Play. Thanks for sharing this Grinchiness with us. Have a good night. Have a good night, Kiss Army. Zergling. Let me just see who's live and what they're doing, and we will raid out. Make the camera big. Share my Christmas decorations again while we get ready to go. Oh, and if you can't see my T-shirt, it's a Superman 64 T-shirt. It says you will never find your friends in this virtual world. It's pretty spectacular. My sister gifted this to me a while back. But I hadn't gotten around to wearing it until recently. Largely because I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have fit me a couple months ago. You won't find any enjoyment in this virtual world, not in the Grinch's world. Ooh, we were talking about Castlevania earlier, and I think we might be able to join a Castlevania stream. It also might be right near the end, so fingers crossed. Congrats on the weight loss. Thank you, Shadow Play. I'm down. Today I weighed in 49 pounds down, so it's pretty good. Quite a bit more to go, though. Spectacular. All right, we're going to join Midnight Monopoly battling Dracula right now. So thank you one last time for being here, my friends. I hope I get to see you again real soon. But be well until then. And we're all done here for tonight. I'm going to try and finish The Grinch tomorrow. Um, but yeah, for tonight, we're all done. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.